Shalom and welcome to this international broadcast of our great, good, and terrible black God, Yahweh, and his son, Yahweh ben Yahweh. We're broadcasting live from International Headquarters, 2766 Northwest 62nd Street in Miami, Florida. Zip code 33147. We, the so-called black people of America, are the chosen people of Almighty God Yahweh. We are the people of the Old Testament Bible. Prophecy in the Old and New Testament tells us to look for the coming of Yahweh ben Yahweh, who would come in his Father's name, Yahweh. St. John 5:43. The so-called black people of America are the most blessed people on earth, for unto us a child is born, unto us the Son, Yahweh, is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Isaiah 9:6.
I'd like to testify to you this morning that Yahweh is God. And besides Yahweh, there is no God. I just like to testify to you today that the great, good, and terrible black God, Yahweh, the only true and living God, Yahweh, has sent his son, Yahweh, ben Yahweh, to you and me, the so-called black man of America. I just like to testify to you that Yahweh has sent our Savior, who is here to redeem us today. I just like to testify to you that our Savior is not only coming, but he's here. I like to testify to you that our Savior is here to deliver us and to bring us into our own land. And he ain't just coming no more, but he's here right now, dwelling among you and I today. And in a few minutes, the very one that I'm talking about, the very one that has you and me dressed in white this morning, the very one who has shook up this city, is here, dwelling with you and me right now. Is Yahweh ben Yahweh, who has caused a controversy in 100 major cities across America. Is Yahweh ben Yahweh, who got the United States government upset. Is Yahweh ben Yahweh, who put all Uncle Toms out of business. Is Yahweh ben Yahweh, who set all black leaders down. Is Yahweh ben Yahweh, who has put the preachers out of business. Is Yahweh, our Messiah, who is here to deliver you and me from the hands of the white man. It's Yahweh, our Messiah, who is here to deliver us from the brutality of the white man, who has treated us evil and afflicted us evil for the past 400 years. It's Yahweh, our Messiah, who has come here as a champion for you and me.
And now to a service live and in progress with Yahweh ben Yahweh.
Blessed be the King.
How do we love our brothers and sisters? What is our motto? Our motto is one God, one mind, one love, and one action. What is our motto? Our motto is one God, one mind, one love, and one action. We're all for one. And one for all. We want for our brothers and sisters. What we want for ourselves. What about soup? If I have a roll soup, you better have half my roll soup. And anything else? And anything else. What is the duty of a Hebrew man? To lead in righteousness. What is the duty of a Hebrew woman? To follow in righteousness. And if either turns from the law, from such turn away. Praise Yahweh. Praise Yahweh. Who is God of gods? Yahweh. Who is the King of kings? Yahweh. Who's the Lord of Lords? Who's our president? Who's our governor? Who's our mayor? Who's our leader? And who do we follow? So let everything that has breath What color are all his prophets? What color is Israel? How many tribes of Israel? What's the name of the fourth tribe? What did Yahweh choose Judah to do? How long? How long is forever? What did Yahweh choose Judah to do? Who is Judah? What did Yahweh choose you to do? How long? What did Yahweh choose you to do? How long? How long is forever? Yahweh chose who? Yahweh chose who? Yahweh chose who? If you don't know that, Psalms 100.
Make a joyful noise unto the Lord Yahweh, all his lands. Serve the Lord Yahweh with gladness. Come before his presence with singing. Know ye that the Lord Yahweh, he is God. It is he that hath made us, and not we ourselves. We are his people, and the sheep of his pasture. Enter into his gates with thanksgiving, and into his courts with praise. Be thankful unto him, and bless his name. For the Lord Yahweh is good. His mercy is everlasting, and his truth endures to all generations. Praise Yahweh.
This is Moral Behavior, Part 4.
One of the definitions of moral behavior is right. He gives you that which is wrong for your body, not right. Now, how does he profit? Just from selling you the sugar? No, his dentist gets rich. And the dentist is immoral because he won't just pull your tooth. No, he wants to drill holes in it. Called fill the cavity. Have a whole bunch of black stuff all in your mouth because he knows the filling is going to come out. So when the filling comes out, you have to do what? Go back. And he gets what from you when you go back? Money. Eventually, the whole tooth, he doesn't tell you he can save the tooth. He says, I'm going to try to save it. So after you've gone back several times over the years with this filling, it finally rots away. And now he does what? Maybe not. Maybe he'll do a root canal. Gum surgery. He won't do gum surgery on your whole mouth, just over that tooth. So you can't feel it as it rots away. Because he took your root nerve away. So he gets paid for surgery now. Ultimately, the tooth is going. Because he doesn't teach you don't eat sugar, white sugar. He tells you to use floss, brush your teeth often. But he never tells you to stop doing that which causes you to come to him. From infected gums, from abscess, etc., you end up going to the doctor. Not just from your teeth, but for your eyes. Now you have to go to an optometrist from eating sugar. Now the eye doctor makes some money. The people that make glasses make money from you going blind. Now they got to do surgery on your eyes to cut away the disease that sugar causes. Still getting rich off you being given something that's bad for you, which is anything bad, not right, is immoral. Then sugar kills what kind of organs in the body? Every one of them. All of them. Heart. Well, you know about that. Liver. Kidneys, you've heard of dialysis, kidney machine. So the hospital and the doctors have a vested interest in you continuing to use white sugar. Is it moral or immoral? When do they brainwash you to love sweet stuff, candy, as a kid? What are you doing for your children when you give them a piece of candy? Helping the white man destroy them as you have been destroyed, or you wouldn't give it to them. So we have been immoral. Yes, we have been immoral. You come to me, moral or immoral? Immoral. You come to me, immoral. How many can see moral behavior will preserve our lives? How many can see moral behavior will keep us from being sick? How many can see moral behavior will keep us wealthy? How many can see clearly it's to the devil's advantage by him being immoral to feed you not only sugar, same applies to what? Pork, fish without scales, chicken and buzzards, all the forbidden foods, shrimp, the creeping and the crawling things. Everything that Yahweh said do not eat is moral. You look on your list, it means it's right, it's honest, he's straightforward, he's open, it's good, he gave us an excellent diet, he's ethical, it's the right food, it's the truth. It's his will for us, and it should be our will, and we should never go against the nature in which Yahweh created us. All of that is moral, isn't it? The good, righteous diet is moral. That which Yahweh says do not do, should we do it? We should not do it. Why? Because to go against Yahweh is what? Immoral. Now the white man also teaches you to want to have a car from a child. How does he teach you to want a car from a child? Toy. You have little bitty cars. And you be trying, you heard the motor run, and you be down on the ground as a little stupid kid. You don't ever go nowhere. Make it wreck. You don't hurt nobody, right? See, when you get in the car and wreck, it hurts. Then you hit people with it. You want to race your little toy car, right? Throw it down the road in front of everybody else there. You break the wheels off and everything, it don't cost you nothing as a kid. You keep racing the car with no wheels on it. See, but when you get a real car and run the wheels off, see, you say, I can't afford this thing. This car is taking all my money. Then all TV cartoons, cars, like a rocket. Adult movies on cars, there's always a chase scene. They be going down through town as fast as you'll go. Sometimes they'll show the speedometer, 90 miles an hour, 100, right through town, turning around in the street. Starsky and Hutch, just a getting it. The Dukes of Hazzard, just jumping hills and lakes and things. See, the first time, we keep finding people in the canals in Florida in the cars, you know? They think they Starsky and Hutch and the Dukes of Hazzard, but every time they jump the guardrail and get into the lake, see, they drown. White man has taught you to speed since you're born. Speed, speed, speed. When they advertise a car, it will go from 0 to 60 miles an hour in 6.8 seconds. The closest thing to it is 7.5. This is the mean speed machine. Everything teaches you speed. You can't wait to buy a Camaro or Trans Am. Got to have Trans Am after the movie, boy, because they be getting down with the Trans Am. Then they show you commercials. I saw commercials here lately. They're into the space age. The car was sitting still. It took off so fast, I saw the image still there, you know. Took a few seconds for the image to leave and catch up with the car. You know, that car is fast, man. Woo-wee. I don't want me one of those cars, boy. They'll think I'm still there, and I'll be gone, Jack, with your childish mind. Then guess what the white man does with his immoral self? He sets a speed limit at 55. He has a little bitty sign at the beginning of the block, 2 blocks before the school, 15 miles per hour. Your car runs 25 miles an hour on idle. In town, 35 miles an hour. So what are all the people going to do? It doesn't matter what color they are. What are all the people going to do when they get in the car? Speed. And what are all of them going to get? Tickets. What do the tickets cost? Who gets the money? Right, the lawyer, the judge, the jail. Who taught you to don't keep no laws? Not only has he taught you to speed, Whitey has taught you do your thing. You run all around hollering, can't nobody tell me what to do. See what you said? See what you just said? You fit to get a ticket. You guaranteed to get a ticket because you said what? Can't nobody tell me what to do. I tell the brother, don't speed. You fit to drive the bus, speed. He comes back with the ticket, 76 miles an hour. So I had to keep him here. Next ticket, he'll probably lose his license. He don't care. He's immoral. He does not want to conform. See the word over there? It says top. See the word conform. See, he doesn't like rules. See in the second line? He doesn't like rules. Why? Because we have not been taught to love rules. We've been taught, do your thing. So they talk speed all summer long in the bus. I mean, they were racing past each other, you know, up to the front, and then they drop back. They race up the hills. I mean, where you going? You can't get no further than the lead one anyway. But see, when you get by yourself, hot dog, yeah, I got me El Speedo is behind the wheel now. Nobody to tell me what to do now. I'm fixing to do my thing. Let her roll, let her rip, big boy. Roll, diesel, roll. The mighty diesel driver. I've been in a pressure cooker all this time. I'm letting my steam out. So he gets a ticket. See, the white man has taught him to be what? And you too. I had elder trainees drove down here with no license. I had elders around here driving cars back and forth right here between here and Palm Beach and all without any insurance. No insurance, and tag invalid. Stick something on it. You know, go get somebody else a sticker. Stick it on yours. What is that? Immoral. Just go get a tag off any car that's up to date. Stick it on. Shoot. I want to drive. Immoral behavior destroys us. See, Neri in driving a speeding bus, he doesn't believe that he can have an accident. He doesn't believe that a lot of people could get hurt. He doesn't believe that he could hurt and kill some other people even if we didn't get killed. He doesn't understand that we have to pay that ticket. That's not just to make us pay your ticket. That's unjust. So that makes it what? Immoral. But see how the white man has laid his traps out for you? Oh, he's a devil. That's a devil. That's immoral. He teaches you all the time, don't beat your kids. Don't beat them. In fact, us white folk, we passing a law. It's against the law to beat your kid. We're going to call it child abuse. You beat the sucker, we're going to call it child abuse. Put a little mark on him, we're going to call it child abuse. So if you want him to come to you, you better give him a piece of candy. See? He'll come to get something sweet. Then twist his ear. In school, you can't whip the kid in the devil school. Very few schools, very few. Most of them you cannot. Bringing up what kind of children? Immoral. Who will not conform, who will not go by the rules. So they are a prey to the devil who uses, notice what the white man uses to trap you, moral law. I'm bringing you up to date. I taught the elders this. He uses Yahweh's moral law to put you in jail. He said, now, you know that wasn't right. You watch TV forever. The Three Stooges, cartoons, everybody kill everybody. So even if they're not mad, they just shoot. So when you run across a stressful situation and you got a gun, before you think what you're going to do, shoot. Then the white man, he said, do your thing, right? But then he comes back with, you shouldn't have killed him. It's called murder. Well, the moral law is, thou shalt not kill. But he said, you can't teach that in school. You have to learn that at home. But nobody at home opens the Bible. You say, well, you learn it at church, but the preacher doesn't teach the Bible. He teaches Jesus. So you get no morality, no moral teachers anywhere. So then when you kill, then he goes to the Bible and says, thou shalt not kill. But if you had been taught thou shalt not kill from a baby, you would not have. So now you got to go pay money for a lawyer. I don't know what you're paying the lawyer for. You already killed somebody. You admit, I killed a nigga, then the lawyer comes and says, well, I might be able to get you off for $20,000. That's not moral. You did it. And if you're white, got a lot of money, he will get you off. Even though you be guilty. Is that immoral? But a poor man just cut another fella, shoot at him, and get 15 years. We got a brother got 15 years for beating up a cracker. A doctor can kill his wife And as long as his money lasts, he stay on the ground. Even if it's 15 years later, he keep going to trial and keep being delayed. There's some cases like that right now. Two different laws for the rich and the poor. It's the same law but applied unequally. The white man is not just, as you see in your second definition here, moral behavior. He's unjust. How many of you can see immoral behavior destroys you? All right, so then what's going to save you? And how many want to be saved? Then what must we learn? How many are anxious to learn? How many can see that Yahweh is all of this? Can you see these are my attributes? These are the attributes of Yahweh ben Yahweh. These are the attributes of Yahweh. And his son, and you his son. So you got to be this too. We just read, be ye also perfect. So perfect is righteous, just, upright, honest, straightforward, open, honorable, good, excellent. Perfect is well-behaved, right conduct, principled, ethical, truthful, do right, follow Yahweh's rules, obey his teachings. Perfect is to conform to Yahweh's laws, be virtuous, be chaste, take the right action always, have a holy mind, let your feelings always be on the right side for Yahweh, do the will of Yahweh, exhibit a perfect moral character, and let your nature be righteous and upright like Job. Moral. These teachings make you God. Can't you see it's godly? So then I'm teaching you how to be what? All right. So that's what your study's about. Now when we get our dictionary and look up righteous, it's going to be a lot of words. You know how to study now. See, righteous. We're going to be righteous in a long time. And you got a whole list of words under righteous. Then you got to look up the first word that defines righteous. And all the words under it. Then you got to look up the second word under righteous. And then write down all the words under it. Take those in. Because you need to learn how to do that. Then I'm going to test you sooner or later, bring you before the judgment bar, and see have you written this in your inward parts. If you do, you'll exhibit and show forth to me moral behavior. So when I look at your actions, your conduct, I'll know your conduct is always right. If I make you a supervisor, you'll always be just. If I give you money or something to handle of Yahweh's kingdom, you'll always be honest. In dealing with the world and your brothers and your sisters, your husbands and the wives, you won't go around the corner. You won't be deceptive. You'll be straightforward. I have nothing to hide, so I'm straightforward and I'm open too.
Please turn to Side 2 for Part 2 on moral behavior.
But you don't know what open is unless you get the dictionary and see those 24 words or so that just define that, open. Then you got to look up each word of the 24 to understand what open is. Because you really don't know. How can you be open and you don't know what open is? How can you be straightforward and you don't know what straightforward is? You can't get tired of this unless, period. No, you can't ever get tired of studying this. Because all of these words are in the Bible one way or the other. So these are my words. And you said when you found me, my words, that I would be a joy and a rejoicing to your mind. How can you get tired of studying this when you are expected to live like God and be perfect like God every day of your life? So this is to become natural to you, is to become your nature. See that last word? Morality is to become natural to you, your very nature. Moral behavior is your nature. If you're immoral, you're going against your nature. When the white man is immoral, it's his nature, because he's estranged from the womb. Born speaking lies. So you can't expect anything other than that from him. You can't blame him for teaching you immorality. That's his job. He never dreamed one would be born among you and teach you morality. Moral behavior. Oh, what a day this is. Now, how many are anxious to start learning your nature? Why are the bees and the ants successful? They obey the nature that Yahweh created them in. Why have you not been successful? You have not been taught your nature. See, all that the other creatures, Yahweh puts the nature within them. It's called instinct. See? For the most part, some animals have to learn some things, but most of Yahweh's creatures have the nature already imprinted in them. When it's time to go south, the birds don't say, well, I think it's going to be time to go south in about a month. Think I'll start getting ready, get my flight plan out, see whether I'm going to cruise, which way I'm going to cruise this year. Think I'll take a different route. Huh? No, he goes the same route every time. He leave at the same time of year that winter approaches. He leave every time. Because that's imprinted. He's obeying the nature that Yahweh gave him. But we are born with a will. So we have the freedom to learn our nature and to choose Yahweh or not choose Yahweh. So we have a law for you. If you choose not to obey Yahweh, then you become little hills and mountains, little rock piles, little flames sometimes, burn you. Nice little display from a tree, like a fruit from a tree. Or you get to have your head in a special encasement called a basket. And the rest of us that love Yahweh's law, we live a long time, on earth. Peace and happiness in our nature. So if you're anxious to learn about yourself, your nature, and how to be God, how many can see that this is going to do it? You're going to see more of it as you study it. Everybody's ready to go. And it's called moral behavior. That's what it's called. Moral behavior. And the first word under moral in the dictionary that we used during the elders class was righteous. So find the word moral first. Look up the word moral and list all of those words for everybody.
Moral. Of or concerned with the judgment of the goodness or badness of human action and character. Pertaining to the discernment of good and evil. Designed to teach goodness or correctness of character and behavior. Instructive of what is good and bad. Being or acting in accordance with standards and precepts of goodness or with established codes of behavior, especially with regard to sexual conduct, arising from conscience or the sense of right and wrong, having psychological rather than physical or tangible effects.
Yes, sir. That's it. Praise Yahweh. Did the last bus just come in? Not yet? One more bus. Moral behavior. Read that one more time. We can't hear that too much. Listen to that again. Compare with your dictionary as you go along. But listen one more time.
Moral. Of or concerned with the judgment of the goodness or badness of human action and character. Pertaining to the discernment of good and evil. Designed to teach goodness or correctness of character and behavior. Instructive of what is good and bad. Being or acting in accordance with standards and precepts of goodness or with established codes of behavior, especially with regard to sexual conduct, arising from conscience or the sense of right and wrong, having psychological rather than physical or tangible effects, based upon strong likelihood or firm conviction rather than upon the actual evidence or demonstration.
What word were we on? Moral. Okay, her dictionary is not as complete as the words I gave you. But let me hear some more from your definition again, but maybe I don't have some of those words on here.
Moral. Of or concerned with the judgment.
Judgment?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now see, we don't have judgment on here. Moral is concerned with judgment. So I got to add this word to my book. Turn to judgment. I'm going to give you all plenty of time to do this on your own. But, you know, I just love doing this. Quite frankly, I was up all night long doing this. I had books on my desk, but they just scattered all over me in a line. You know, I got my concordance and Bible and, you know, the whole 9 yards. I just got stuff. And I started trying to write on a subject. Yahweh raises us upright or something, anyway, something like that. Whew, I freaked out on what I was writing and couldn't write. I was just sitting there freaked out on the fact that I'm not going to be able to get all this on this 2 pages, you know. I went crazy last night because I know I can't do it. I said, oh, Yahweh, what? How do oh, gosh, Yahweh. Well, you know, I'm looking at my Bible and I can't begin to finish it. I wrote, oh, Yahweh. Then, oh, I was just frustrated. I sat there and I was just getting all, I kept having orgasms until I couldn't stand it. I had to get up. My orgasm was so frequent and stiff and strong. I just lost my mind. I couldn't take no more. My body was gone. You know what I mean? I couldn't take no more orgasm. I was through like a limp dish rag. You know, it was over for me. I was about ready to need a shower to try to wake up again. I hadn't fallen asleep either. Couldn't sleep. Good gracious, Yahweh. I came and sat out here and I think Job saw me. I was sitting out here, just sitting here talking. I had to try to talk it off, cool off, let something blow on me. I said, none of that fan. Blow on me. I was just too high. My names must continue. Judgment.
Judgment. The mental ability to perceive and distinguish relationships or alternatives. The critical faculty. Discernment. The capacity to make reasonable decisions, especially in regard to the practical affairs of life. Good sense. Wisdom. The exercise of this capacity. A formal decision as of an arbiter in a contest. A discriminating appraisal. Authoritative opinion. Estimation. An assertion of something believed. Idea. Opinion. Criticism. Censure. A determination of a court of law. A judicial decision. A court act creating or affirming an obligation such as a debt. A writ in witness of such an act.
Comes from the word judge. That's judgment. Judgment is a part of moral behavior. It is impossible to exhibit moral behavior without judgment. Let me hear judgment again.
Judgment. The mental ability.
Now, first of all, you're discussing mental ability. See, I told you that you had a peculiar ability. I told you are a peculiar people. In 1 Peter 2, 2 Peter. 1 Peter 2, 9, you're peculiar people. Chosen to be the priesthood, a royal priesthood at that. Judgment means you have mental ability that you must use. See, you must use your physical thing. Mental thing. Mental ability is a part of judgment. I exercise my ability to see. Okay.
Judgment. The mental ability to perceive and distinguish relationships.
Now, look at that word. Look at that. The mental ability used to perceive and discern what? And distinguish relationships. Can you see why we don't need to rush through this? I mean, boy, you would have been done looked up the word moral and looked up the words I gave instead of researching also the words in your dictionary. You'd have been passed through this so long ago, you'd be asking me for new words and wouldn't know how to distinguish anything. Read that again. I want to be able to get that straight in my mind. Say that again.
The mental ability to perceive and distinguish relationships.
Look at that. The mental ability to perceive. Gotta look all that up, don't you? and distinguish relationships. Whoever taught us this? Now, you already started to look up the. See? So when you see the, then a whole lot of knowledge pops in your head. A great deal of relationships in regard to Yahweh ben Yahweh pops in your mind. Then you got to deal with mental. So you've got to look up mental.
Thank you for listening to our international broadcast. And now some announcements by Yahweh ben Yahweh.
I would like to once again thank you for listening. It is time for us to wake up nationwide. It is time for our people to come to Yahweh, return to Yahweh, and join the kingdom of Yahweh. For the end of this white man's world is at our very door. Come to Yahweh while you still have a chance. Run to Yahweh. Fly to Yahweh, for the kingdom of Yahweh is at hand. 2 Timothy 2:15 teaches us to study Yahweh ben Yahweh, which means to research all the facts about Yahweh ben Yahweh, seek to understand the nature of Yahweh ben Yahweh, and then learn how to apply all this information to better our lives individually and our nation Israel as a whole. Also, study in 2 Timothy 2:15 means that we should show ourselves approved unto Yahweh, the mighty God, a workman that need not be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. So I invite you to study and do your research. Some of the books and aids that you need in studying Yahweh is the dictionary, encyclopedia, and also go to your libraries and research the word and the name Yahweh. I highly recommend the following books for you to read and study and do research in, and they are the original Black Bible, the King James Version, the way it looked before the white man changed it. Also, You Are Not a Nigger, Yahweh God of God. Also, Let My People Go. Also, the Hebrew Israelite Divine Dietary Law Book. Also, 100 Years of Lynching, and our many pieces of free literature and free catalogs. Now I would like to make a very exciting announcement, an earth-shaking announcement. I have a brand new book that is going to shake the entire planet Earth up. All nations on the earth are going to be mourning over this book, titled Yahweh Judges America. Yes, my brand new book, Yahweh Judges America. Every family and all nations must have this book. Also, I would like for you to read The Mighty Black Man, which is highly symbolic with great information for us and our children. Wait, another announcement. I am releasing my second new book, which is for the entire family, titled Yahweh ben Yahweh Mathematics, Designed to Rule Forever. In this country, we as a people have never been taught how to count. In my book, Yahweh ben Yahweh Mathematics, Designed to Rule Forever, I show you as the nation of Israel how we will continue to be prosperous and the ways we will continue to have good success. And remember, it's designed to rule forever. Also, I would like to encourage you to listen daily to the cassette tape lessons. You may take me in the quiet study room, or while you are lying down in your bed with the lights out. You can listen to your cassette lesson and let Yahweh ben Yahweh bless your mind and bless your home. Also, you should be playing the music of Yahweh in your home and invite your friends to play the music of Yahweh in their homes, such as we have the world's best-selling underground album on cassette tape, titled, for example, Let My People Go by Elder Gideon, and also on another album, Spread the News by Elder Yosef. These two great best-selling tapes you will enjoy highly, and they are musical tapes by Yahweh. Now available is Yahweh's demo tapes, which are samples of each album cassette tape you should want to own in your home or play them in your cars. Every Hebrew Israelite should own and play Yahweh music. There are 7 tapes you must have. 1, Songs of Zion. 2, Let My People Go. 3, Yahweh Our Messiah, all by Elder Gideon. 4, Spread the News by Elder Yosef. 5, Yahweh God of Gods by Josiah Ben. Plus 6, Summer Tour Part 1, and 7, Summer Tour Part 2. Also, I would like to invite all of you listening to this broadcast to help wake our people up. Spread the news about Yahweh and his son Yahweh ben Yahweh. Testify about Yahweh ben Yahweh. Go out and make 1,000 friends among our people. My dearly beloved brothers and sisters, I would like to invite you to write me. Write for more information about Yahweh and the greatest movement in the world today, the Kingdom of Yahweh. Whenever the elder is not answering you locally as you might desire, then feel free to write me here at headquarters in Miami for more information. You may feel free to write me personally anytime you choose here in Miami, Florida, 2766 Northwest 62nd Street, zip code 33147. We want you to know that we are now a worldwide movement in 15 countries. People all over the world, in the Caribbean islands, in the northern tip of South America, in Africa, Hawaii, Philippines, Korea. They are receiving our literature and reading about Yahweh and his son, Yahweh ben Yahweh. And they are also accepting Yahweh as God. In America, we are in over 655 cities. And we have over 5 million people who are reading our free literature and our free newsletters every month all over America. Can you imagine 5 million so-called black people in America reading about Yahweh and his son Yahweh ben Yahweh every month? This makes Yahweh and his son Yahweh ben Yahweh the most powerful voice among our people here in the hills of North America. It is very important that you who accept Yahweh as your God and believe on the name Yahweh ben Yahweh, the Son of Yahweh, that you get your name entered into the Lamb's Book of Life. So you need to write me for a Lamb's letter. If you would like to have your original Hebrew name, and you are tired of going in the white man's name, you are tired of having a slave name after being free over 100 years, you are ashamed to have a slave name that your foreparents were forced to take during slavery, then write me for your Lamb's letter, and I will send it to you quickly by return mail. The scripture is Revelation chapter 20, verse 15. So return to Yahweh today. Join the greatest and fastest moving organization on the planet Earth, helping our people here in the land of North America. We, the so-called black people of America, are the ones standing in the greatest need and help. We need help more than anyone on earth. Lastly, I would like to invite you to send your tithes, your donations, and your offerings to headquarters. Send them directly here to headquarters in Miami, Florida, 2766 Northwest 62nd Street, zip code 33147. Send all your tithes, offerings, and donations to headquarters so that I will know what you are doing directly myself. Read Malachi chapter 3, verses 6 through 10, and govern your life accordingly. Once again, it is a pleasure talking to you, and I have truly enjoyed this session that we have had today. Call your friends and tell them about this wonderful, wonderful program, and come and be with us. We meet every night at our local YU in your city. YU means Yahweh University, where we offer the highest degrees known to man on the planet Earth. Come and join this 1 hour of letting me bring you a message directly from my Father Yahweh to you. And then you may study and learn of Yahweh ben Yahweh according to Matthew chapter 11, verse 29. You must take my yoke upon you and learn of me, and that will make you gods, according to Psalms 82, verse 6. And after class, fellowship. Get to know one another and love one another and have wonderful times together. Also, the most important thing you can do after this is remember the appointed feast in Miami where Yahweh chooses to place his name according to Deuteronomy chapter 16. You should not miss one feast. Make arrangements now. Start saving now. Make your plans now. Some of the other feasts and holidays that you should be aware of and keep are the Feast of Weeks on May 20th, 1986. Once again, that's the Feast of Weeks, May 20th, 1986. Then celebrate with me at home the memorial blowing of trumpets on September 8th, 1986 at sundown. In the future, I will make tapes available to you on these holidays so that you may enjoy them in your home. 10 days later, you must keep the Day of Atonement on September 17th at sundown. This day may be kept in the quietness of your home. You should fast and pray for 24 hours without food or water, asking Yahweh to forgive you of your many sins. Then on September 21st, beginning at sundown, I'll see you personally once again for the Feast of Tabernacles. That's September 21st through the 29th. Don't miss this exciting feast that Yahweh, our God, demands that we keep here at International Headquarters in Miami, Florida. It is his law that you meet me at the Feast of Tabernacles and not come empty-handed. Yahweh ben Yahweh's disciples and followers are saving a $360 gift for the feast. If you are unable to come, send it at that time. I will not be making a 1986 summer tour, so you must come to the feast. I want to see you personally and bless you and your family personally. I want to bless your home and bless you September 21st through the 29th. Always remember that Yahweh is God, and besides Yahweh there is no God. Now there's one more very important announcement I want to make because I love you. We have produced for you Yahweh kosher products. Yahweh kosher products means that there are no additives, no preservatives, no poison, nothing that will hurt you or harm you in any way. These products have been tested and tried and have been on the market for over 2 years. All over America, in every major city, people are familiar with Yahweh products, and they are Yahweh hair food, Yahweh shampoo, Yahweh conditioner, Yahweh's hand and body lotion, Yahweh's facial natural products, Yahweh soap carbolic, which helps to get rid of rashes and other skin problems and blemishes. Also, you may send for our free catalog describing these products and many, many others. So we are the ones who love you and care about you and are giving you products that are the best for you. So you may order these products. These are products that you can order only from headquarters. This is a mail order products only directly from headquarters. So if you would like to have the best products in the world for you and your family that will help you instead of hurting you, then you send for a Yahweh catalog and we will rush it to you by return mail. It seems that Yahweh is never finished with giving us excitement and new products and causing us to make new announcements. Once again, a new first. All over America, our women have requested famous natural oils, perfume scents. A world-famous example is Giorgio. We have what you want. Remember, we have what you want. This is our wonderful introductory offer. Giorgio, world famous. You will never beat our prices. Always remember that our motto is one God, one mind, one love, and one action. And above all, never forget that Yahweh loves you, and so do I. Shalom, shalom.